I'm here to help you. Do you think that you created Stephen to hide from all of the awful things you've done? Your identities are not something to be feared.
What are you?
You sure you want to know? I promise I will repay my debt for all the things I've done.
We'll fight together.
I have to finish this.
What is up, my Birdcage Mafia family? That's right, it's your boy KCB from the B1C, coming at you right here from the Bird's Nest, nestled in the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains of northeastern Tennessee. I hope everyone is having a healthy and beautiful day out there today, and if you're a subscriber, I'd like to thank you very much for coming back and hanging out with me today. If this happens to be your first time with us, well, welcome to the channel. This channel, we review the entire universe of Marvel and Star Wars, as well as character origins of the same. We also try our best to get out at least 2 videos a week for now, but hopefully in the future, we'll be able to start cranking out a few more. If that sounds up your alley, well, go ahead and subscribe and leave a comment, and what that comment will do is that'll enter you into our 2,000 subscriber giveaway, which I'll explain at the end of the video. Well, this season finale episode of the Moonknight begins with the song The End by Earl Grant, which fits very well, telling us of the ending of one chapter, but with love persevering doesn't really end at all.
But what is grief, if not love persevering?
We are brought back to the moment episode 4 leaves us off, with Mark getting What? No Bon Jovi fans? Well, anyway, Harrow shoots him so he can get his grubby little paws on the stone carving of Ammit in order to resurrect her from her 2,000-year entrapment in the belly of Alexander the Great.
Ew. Oh. Yeah, that's it. Get in there. Reach in there, buddy.
Harrow shot him 2 times, and I'm guessing that was 1 bullet for Mark and 1 bullet for Stephen, but he also mentions,
I'm sorry it had to be this way. Mark Spector. Stephen Grant. Whoever else might be in there.
so maybe the second shot was for good measure, or possibly to set up the post-credit scene that we'll get into later. He leaves a scarab on Mark's chest, apparently forgetting Layla was still in the tomb with him. Next, we see his cane transforming from an object to test the souls of followers into an axe. Now a weapon to do Ammit's bidding. We get to see the power of said cane axe when they are stopped by the police roadblock as Harrow sends all the souls to the Durant except one. And I believe the reason is Ammit is more interested in people who will be useful to her cause rather than good souls, as we saw the elderly woman in the first episode
I wish you could live to see the world we make.
and the homeless man in the second episode being judged unworthy.
I wish you could live to see the world we make.
Also, If you've noticed, the purple color blasts we see are being pulled from the dark dimension, and that's the reason why it takes the soul so easily and it's so powerful. Well, Layla decides to try and kill Harrow at this point, and the hippo goddess reaches out to her.
Don't do it! Layla, wait! I am the goddess, Tawera.
Like Stephen asked her to.
Can you send word to Layla? Please help us free Khonshu.
Are you sure you want to be with Khonshu again? Seems like you really want to get away from him.
And asked her to release Khonshu to help her and Mark because Harrow is way too powerful now for her to handle alone. As Harrow and his band of misfits arrive at Giza, he wipes out the rest of the old god's avatars as Layla grabs the statue of Khonshu and brings him back from the Stone Age. As she is doing this, we get our first look at the goddess Ammit. And I have to say, although she is to bring the entire world to its knees, so to speak, Marvel, I do believe, done a fantastic job with how they did create her. It's an awesome character. Well, she tells Harrow that his scales are unbalanced because of what he has to do for her in the future, so she spares his soul and grants him the ability to become her avatar because he was the one to free her from her stone prison.
To whom do I owe my gratitude?
Your humble disciple, my goddess.
Your scales lack balance, but you are the one who set me free. You are the avatar that I need.
As Layla frees Khonshu, he tries his best to have her become his avatar, sensing Mark at this point is no longer alive.
I do not sense Mark's specter in this world. If Mark is truly gone, I am in need of an avatar. Would you, Layla and Khonshu, protect the travelers of the
You
night?
joking?
But Layla will have no part of it, saying they can work together, but she will not become enslaved to him as his avatar and manipulated like he did Mark. Well, Khonshu and Ammit meet for the first time in ages, and Harrow sends his cronies to find out who released him.
Khonshu, time has been cruel to you.
Indeed.
There's someone else here. Find who released him.
Then we flash to the Field of Reeds, where we left Mark in the last episode, and the hippo goddess explaining to him that he is finally at peace. But Mark, changing in somewhat, refuses to leave Stephen and decides to leave the Field of Reeds to try to save him. Well, back at the Great Pyramid, Khonshu and Ammit argue back and forth about what she plans to do with the world, and her plan reminds us of another that tried to put the universe in balance. You know who I'm talking about, our old purple titan friend himself, Thanos. Well, Mark finds Stephen surprisingly near the gates of Osiris, and as they both turn to stone, Osiris and the hippo goddess decide they need their help and give them another chance to save the world as Osiris opens his gate from the Durant to allow them back into the real world. Well, as soon as they pass through the gates, Khonshu senses Mark is back and offers him once again death or to become his avatar.
Mark? Do you want death, or do you want life?
Mark and Stephen, now on the same page, make a deal with Khonshu that when they defeat Ammit and Harrow, they are to be set free.
But I do think that you should answer my question, though. How's this deal going to work?
I will release you both. You have my word.
I like the sound of that.
Khonshu reluctantly agrees, changes the day into night, and they begin the final battle.
Idiots!
As they are doing this, Layla makes a deal with the hippo goddess to temporarily, or so she says temporarily, become her avatar, and we get to see the Scarlet Scarab from the comics, an Egyptian superhero.
هيرو مصرية؟
Embrace the chaos. Hey guys, KCB here. Time to pay some bills, so we're gonna go ahead and thank today's sponsor. Hey, Bubba Ray! How you doing, buddy? Hey man, are you still having trouble with that old Volkswagen you got down there? Well, you bet you, KCB, you know it. She needs her set of points and I need a carburetor kit, but even if you can find somebody nowadays that even knows what a point is, I mean, they want a war pension for the freaking parts. It's just plain ridiculous. And don't get me started on the damn carburetor kits now, I'm telling you. Just don't. It's got me hot, you know what I'm saying? Hotter than Georgia asphalt in the middle of July. These prices. Well, Bubba Ray, have you tried to call Big Poon down there at Micro Motorworks? Big Poon? Micro Motorworks? I thought that was a golf cart shop. Well, I tell you what, Bubba Ray, you sure are in luck. Because that man's got 60 plus years experience in the Volkswagen field and nearly as many years in experience in the business. Not only that, brother, but I tell you what, he has got a collection of vintage iron that a show goat couldn't jump across. Did you say show goat? That's right, a show goat. And I bet my bank account that man knows what a carburetor kit is. I know that for a fact. So folks, if you're tired of dealing with stupid prices and people who have absolutely no idea what they're talking about, why don't you guys give Big Poon and the gang at Micro Motorworks a call at 1-800-VDUBS. That's 1-800-VEEDUBZ. And you tell them KCB sent you. Y'all have a good night, yeah? As Moonknight interrupts Harrow, casting his spell to allow Ammit to consume the souls of Cairo and grow larger, they begin to fight at the same time. Khonshu and Ammit begin to battle, which I must say is totally badass. Khonshu says the only way to defeat Ammit is to trap her in human form. So Moonknight tries to trap her in Harrow, but Harrow gets the upper hand until all of a sudden Mark blacks out. But this time neither he nor Steven know who or what gave them the upper hand, similar to what happened in episode 3.
Steven, what did you do?
I swear it wasn't me.
So they take Harrow inside the pyramid to finish the job, but Moonknight, Mark, Steven, whoever this may be, has a change of heart and tells Khonshu that if he wants him dead, he's going to have to finish him himself. They have fulfilled their end of the bargain, and they want to be set free.
You want them dead? Do it yourself. Now release us.
As you wish.
Well, Khonshu agrees, and then bam, baby. We are back in the asylum as Mark and Steven break free of their chains, well, almost, and end up where it all began, back at Steven's mom's flat in the bed. Well, as the credits roll in, I know if you didn't, I sure did, freak out thinking that this is where Kevin and the gang are going to leave us. The post-credit scene shows Harrow this time in the asylum, not as Dr. Harrow, but as a patient.
I beg your pardon.
and a strangely familiar gloved man wheels him out in a wheelchair to a pimped out limousine, and you'll never guess who's in the back. That's right, good old Khonshu himself. And the gloved man, his driver, is none other than the third personality, the one that we have been waiting for, the badass Jake Lockley.
Meet my friend, Jake Lockley.
Well, the episode ends as Jake shoots Harrow, and he and Khonshu leave the asylum in the pimped out limo and ride off into the sunset.
Wait.
Well, folks, I tell you what, this series has been like a roller coaster ride from jump, and I have loved every single minute of it. Even though we are left kinda hanging unbalanced, so to speak, I am still satisfied of how it all worked out. I can't wait to see how this all mixes in the MCU fold, because it's got very, very, very good potential. Well, folks, I tell you what, if you've made it this far with me, I'd like to say thank you very much. I know your time's precious, so let's go ahead and get into our giveaway. Well, I am proud to announce that we have already, surprisingly enough, surpassed the 1,000 subscriber mark. So, now, at 2,000 subscribers, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be giving away a $200 gift card of your choice. And all you have to do is make sure that you're subscribed and leave a comment. What that comment will do is it'll automatically enter you into the giveaway, and the more comments on any of our videos will give you a better shot at being the winner. If you're already a subscriber, I want to thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. And if not, I'll tell you what, go ahead and subscribe, drop down there and drop us a comment, and don't forget to smack that notification bell so it will be sure to let you know when we're about to drop a little bit of knowledge. Well, folks, I love each and every one of you. This is Casey B from the B1C signing off. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and just like always, I'll catch you on the next one.